Kay called me and asked me to introduce her. I was a little shocked. Usually my son gets these speaking engagements and I don't. So I'm very honored to be introducing her this evening. It is my pleasure to introduce Kay Rayment to you this evening. Kay has been married to her wonderful husband Doug for 56 years. They have 2 daughters that live in the area, Joyce, who lives in Milan, and Sue and her husband Gordon, who live in Ann Arbor. She has 2 grandchildren, Nicole and Brandon, along with a grand dog and a grand cat. Kay started her career in Saline in 1968 when she was hired to work in the cafeteria at Houghton School. Kay always had an interest in becoming a phys ed teacher, I learned, but that didn't quite work out for her, so she did the next best thing and joined an elementary school staff. In the early 70s, she was moved from the cafeteria to the Houghton office, where she became the secretary and spent the next 13 years working for Bob Kessel. Kay loved working in the office and seemed to instantly learn the names of all the students and their parents. As a new teacher being hired in 1977, I will forever be grateful to Kay Rayment. She took me under her wing and patiently got me through the first year. I quickly found out the building secretary is someone who you want to have on your side. When looking through some old files, and I have to say, I saved things, but not like I did this year. This was my first year. So I found something that my class had done for Kay for Secretary's Day. They traced my body, colored it to look like Kay Rayment, and wrote why they thought Kay Rayment was a special person. Here are some of the reasons that first graders in 1977 thought Mrs. Rayment was a very special person. She's always nice and always smiles. She's like a nurse. Mrs. Rayment knows everyone's name and their address. She's like a mom and cares about us. She runs the school. She tells Mr. Kessel what to do. She loves kids. She gives teachers stuff, probably like supplies. She makes you laugh when you feel sad, and she'll call home for you if you forget something. The students at Houghton School loved Mrs. Rayment and knew she cared about them. Yes, she was the school secretary, but the students were always her top priority. It was a sad day at Houghton School in the mid-'80s when we found out in the summer that Mrs. Rayment was transferring to the high school guidance office. Kay took her love of working with students to the high school and often reconnected with those students from Houghton School. Kay never met a challenge she didn't enjoy and was always willing to try new things and assume new responsibilities. Congratulations to Kay Rayment on being inducted into the Foundation of Saline Area Schools Hall of Fame.